heart of a bustling city, Ella's life takes a dark turn after a moment of temptation leads her into a world of cursed sunglasses. As strange occurrences haunt her every step, she's forced to confront the malevolent force behind them. Will she break free from the curse, or will it consume her entire existence? On a bustling morning in the heart of the city, Ella, a young woman with an air of unease, sat in the middle of a crowded bus. The vehicle was a microcosm of the city's frenetic energy, filled with people lost in their own worlds. Among the passengers was an elderly woman whose weariness was evident. She carefully made her way to a seat directly in front of Ella, clutching a small, worn bag. As the bus rumbled along, the woman's exhaustion overtook her, and she fell into a deep, troubled sleep. Ella's eyes darted towards the bag. The temptation was irresistible. With a practiced, almost predatory ease, she reached into the woman's bag, her fingers brushing against the delicate fabric of her wallet. A quick, furtive glance around assured her that no one was watching. Ella's heart pounded as she slipped the wallet into her own bag. Her pulse quickened with adrenaline. As the bus approached the next stop, Ella seized her opportunity. She signalled the driver to halt and, with a hurried apology to the bus driver, bolted out of the bus, clutching the stolen wallet like a prized trophy. Ella's breath was heavy as she raced home. She could already imagine the cash and the sleek sunglasses from the wallet enhancing her life. In her small, dimly lit apartment, she emptied the wallet's contents onto her table. The sunglasses were particularly striking, sleek and sophisticated, their dark lenses exuding an air of mystery. Ella, overwhelmed by a sense of achievement, tried on the sunglasses, admiring her reflection in the mirror. But as she adjusted the glasses, an ominous shadow fell across her, a presence she couldn't quite place. Her heart raced with unease. Before she could fully process the feeling, her sister Maya burst into the room, her cheerful demeanour a stark contrast to Ella's growing dread. "Come on, we're going to church," Maya said, her tone light and inviting. Ella, feeling the weight of the stolen wallet and the looming presence, declined the invitation with a forced smile. She tossed the wallet into a plastic bag, trying to ignore the nagging feeling in the back of her mind, and collapsed onto her bed. Hours later, as dawn's first light filtered through her window, Ella jolted awake. Her heart raced. She had a crucial job interview at 8 a.m. With barely any time to spare, she scrambled to dress, her movements frantic and disorganized. Racing out the door, she hailed a taxi, instructing the driver to take her to 5 Boulevard Road. As the taxi weaved through the city traffic, Ella struggled to compose herself, hiding her anxiety behind the sunglasses. The cityscape blurred outside the window as she began to relax, convinced she would make it on time. Suddenly, Ella's attention was drawn to a man standing directly in front of the taxi. Panic surged through her as she yelled at the driver to stop. "There's someone in front of us!" she screamed. The driver, perplexed, pulled over, but the man vanished. Confused and now even more anxious, Ella looked around, but there was no one in sight. "There's no one there, ma'am," the driver said, growing increasingly concerned for Ella's sanity. Frustrated and frightened, Ella was thrown out of the taxi. Stranded on the sidewalk with no immediate transportation, her heart sank. Desperately, she searched for another taxi, but the city streets were empty. Her sense of urgency grew as the minutes ticked by. Realizing she might miss her interview, Ella's fear escalated. She felt as though the universe was conspiring against her, with every attempt to find a cab thwarted. Finally, after a tense wait, she managed to secure a ride and made it to the interview just in time. The experience left her emotionally drained. Returning home later that day, she was still rattled. As she walked into her apartment, she found the sunglasses lying on the floor in another room. Panic welled up again. "Am I losing my mind?" she wondered aloud. Despite her best efforts to get rid of them, the sunglasses had mysteriously reappeared. The realization that they belonged to the elderly woman she had stolen them from sent a chill down her spine. Ella decided to confide in Maya, detailing her terrifying experiences with the sunglasses and the strange occurrences that had followed. Maya, deeply concerned, listened intently. Together they prayed for protection and clarity, seeking guidance from their faith to overcome the malevolent influence that seemed to be affecting Ella's life. That night, as Ella struggled to fall asleep, she was haunted by a vivid and horrifying dream. She found herself in a dark, foreboding forest, chased by a menacing figure wielding a knife. The terror felt real and paralyzing. No matter how fast she ran, the figure was always just behind her. In the dream, Maya appeared, her presence a beacon of hope. Maya prayed fervently, shielding Ella from the relentless pursuit of the dark figure. When Ella woke up, she realized that the dream was more than just a nightmare. It was a manifestation of the spiritual battle she was facing. Determined to confront the curse and regain control over her life, Ella took decisive action. She researched the history and lore of the sunglasses, learning about their malevolent origins and the curse they carried. Armed with this knowledge, Ella faced the challenges ahead with newfound resolve. Her job interview, despite the terrifying experiences, had turned out to be a turning point. She was offered a position with a salary and benefits that exceeded her expectations. Ella's ordeal was far from over, but she had emerged stronger and more aware. The sunglasses, once a symbol of her reckless actions, now represented a powerful lesson in humility and self-awareness. With Maya's unwavering support and her own inner strength, Ella embarked on a new path, ready to face whatever came next. She understood that the battles she faced were not just physical, but deeply spiritual, marking the beginning of a profound transformation in her life. Thank you for joining Jom's journey and experiencing the power of acceptance and resilience with us. If you found her story inspiring, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more captivating tales ahead. Until next time, farewell.